Hello, 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 hello. So let's see if all the settings are working here. So you should be able to hear me. Nice. Then this will be an episode about Bitcoin. I already had another episode where I talked about some other aspects, less technical if I don't remember, if I'm not creating some memories. So today I will do something strictly technical instead. How to compile Bitcoin Core and run the unit test, the unit and functional test. Let's see. I will start from this content from John Attack. This is fresh content, first of all. As you can see, it's a content updated. He updated his blog last time on the 13th of September, so all of this stuff is up to date. I've been through all these articles first of all, and in particular this one could be interesting to introduce why I think could be useful to know how to compile and test the Bitcoin Core code. So Bitcoin Core, I think I introduced it in the last video I was mentioning before. You can search about it. Bitcoin Core is the most popular distribution when it comes to software that allows you to run a full Bitcoin node, which also of course includes well, not of course, but in this case includes a wallet, which allows you to manage your addresses, your transactions. It's not the best solution to manage your funds with this type of wallet. I will advise a hardware wallet, but yeah, that's another topic. Anyway, this software is important because it's the most popular. It's where the community is putting more effort and energies in developing tools which allows to exercise consensus. This is the most important word today. Consensus is the mechanism that allows the Bitcoin network to operate in a healthy status. These are some words I chose to say it. There are other words to express this concept, but as Bitcoin is a decentralized network which decides continuously on financial transactions, there's this mechanism which allows the most honest solution to emerge. So why reviewing and testing the code is important as developing it? John Attack says it's also an important way to influence consensus on changes. Consensus on changes is different from the consensus on the specific consensus I was mentioning just some seconds ago. It's the mechanism that allows to coordinate the efforts on how to develop Bitcoin Core. So it's important to be precise and to distinguish between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Core. Bitcoin Core is just a client that allows you to interact with the Bitcoin protocol. So contributing to these side operations, we can talk about them as side, but we'll discover it's a core activity. Why it is like this? Because if you go on GitHub, you can see that there are many pull requests which need attention from people that need to review and test them, as there's a protocol, a consensus on changes, which continuously operates in publishing changes to the Bitcoin Core client. Therefore, there are a lot of open issues which have been published by people contributing to the project, and other people, other developers or contributors in general, will need to review them, and through a process they will need to arrive to promoting the code to be published, to be included, or keeping it at a stage where it needs to be reviewed, where it needs to be changed, where it needs to be discussed. So the brief take about this article is that Jonathan observed that we need to, there are some tips he gives on how to manage our effort when contributing to Bitcoin, and he underlines how important and vital for the project is to have some fresh forces joining the project to review and do these side jobs. Yeah. So contributing is not only about commits, it's one of the first takes about this document. Review the other open PRs in the same domain. When you start developing confidence with a topic in the Bitcoin infrastructure, you start digging and going vertical on PRs about that topic, so you help contribute other developers in spinning up all the bureaucracy, all the developing process. So yeah, there are other nuances he presents and describes in this article. I hope I presented it in a clear way. So we'll go to the core of this episode, which is how to compile Bitcoin Core and run the unit and functional tests. So this is a summary of the documentation in the Bitcoin Core repository. Don't hesitate to read it for more information. Why I chose this article instead of the documentation available in GitHub and on the bitcoin.org website. To me, sometimes the structure they use here to explain the steps is not really clear. I'm not an experienced developer, and while navigating through advices on how to start and many sources on how to start, I found out this to be a real clear document. So let's see if we can actually put this in reader mode. I would prefer this version here. I hope it's compatible. I think so. Let's see. Okay. So this is a summary, and I chose it because it's a good summary. All the steps are to be run from your terminal emulator, the command line. I will do all the operations in a machine in the cloud. Important changes starting from September 2024. The master branch of Bitcoin Core has migrated to its build system from AutoTools to CMake. Bitcoin Core v28 expected to be released in October 24 will be the last release that uses auto tools as covered by this article. The upcoming version 29 release is early 2025 will use CMake for compiling and running tests, and the new version of this article will cover that. We still do not have this article, I think. Let's see. So articles. I think it's not available. So this is the last one talking about running the tests. This is how to contribute and how to review. I first do this one, as this then allows me to understand all these other articles and guides. So let's go. I want to be a Bitcoin contributor. Let's start. So ensure that the dependencies are installed. The following list includes some optional dependencies. Don't hesitate to consult the links below. Adapt the dependencies to your needs and let me know if you are out of date here. Note that Zcash isn't strictly required, but you'll probably want to install it. You'll also need a compiler like GCC and or Clang installed. Refer to doc dependencies md blah blah blah. So I will use Linux and I will need to install all of these dependencies. Nice. Then we need to download the Bitcoin source files by git cloning the repository. After forking it, if you plan to push any changes later on, blah blah blah, then cd changes, yeah. So Berkeley DB is only needed if you want legacy wallet compatibility. Before the current descriptor wallets that uses SQLite 3. If not, you can skip this step. Okay, so maybe I will skip it for now, as this is my first day. I will not play around with legacy wallets maybe. Okay, compile from a tagged released branch unless you wish to test a specific branch or PR. Okay, if you want to pull down a PR or specific branch from the remote repository to build and test locally, here is how. Okay, so it's down in the same article. Compile Bitcoin from source. Or for legacy wallet support with a recent BDB, or for legacy wallet support with BDB 4.8. Okay, so nice. Compiling with Clang for Linux users. To optionally compile with Clang instead of GCC. Add CC Clang XX Clang ++ to your configure flags. Okay, maybe I will follow this as this looks better. Pro tips: if you're recompiling frequently for testing small changes, as long as you're not changing the build configuration, you can skip directly to the make -j for subsequent builds, which is here. So it's the last step. Okay. Nice. Okay. On the other hand, when you change the build configuration for a FATS build, for example, or you are building a branch containing substantial changes to the autoconf, automake scripts, or when the build isn't working, it's often best to start with a clean slate using make clean or make this clean. Here's a complete example. Be sure to use Ccache, the fast C++ compiler cache, to speed up your builds. It should already be installed as part of the dependency described at the top of this article. You can also gain time by building only what you need. See the Bitcoin Core Productivity notes for more. Let's see, where is this? Nice. I will have a look at these, of course. And of course, my goal is to be able to navigate through the Bitcoin GitHub repository. I'm starting from here because I feel kind of more comfortable with this paging, how John Attack wrote the instructions. You can run .configure blah blah blah. It's a long list, so it may be more practical to search for what you want, blah blah blah. The option I use the more often are commands, as mentioned before above, and for debugging builds, for review and testing pull requests. If you build often, bash aliases may be helpful for abstracting the repetitive details down to short commands. FUDS testing. To compile for FUDS testing, build with Clang using the following. Two-step for FUDS builds with macOS. Okay, you can test running a single fuzzer with, for example, FUDS, blah, blah, blah. Sanitizers. To compile with sanitizers, credit to Markov Falke for this section. Build with Clang using the following. Okay, sun, compiling with sun, other sanitizers, see sanitizers, blah blah blah. Troubleshooting. If you're seeing any odd issues while compiling, try using make clean or make this clean and rebuild from scratch as described above. If that doesn't work, or if you are seeing linker issues, the header and compilation might be out of sync, and you may want to ensure that you are building from a clean tree. If you are using Ccache, try clearing the cache by running Ccache -c, blah blah blah, and then rebuilding. If that doesn't solve it, you can run also git clean and rebuild. This wipes everything in the tree that doesn't belong to Git, so be careful that you don't have anything else in the directory that you don't want to lose and move it out first. So then run the unit tests, run the functional tests from the repository root, and cheers. Okay, it looks comprehensible until now, but I'm sure I will spend some time and energies on this. So let's see, everything is still working here in the streaming software. The stream itself is going well. So we're already at 20 minutes. My goal is to make maybe 3 hours of live. It will be just one video about this thing, then maybe I will use some chapters to segment the content. So just to have some other side documents, side things I've seen around. There's this website Spiral, which is not technical, if I'm not wrong. I mean, the content you can find here, like Spiral is hiring Bitcoin Wizard. Obviously something talking about positions and work with this organization, but they produce also content like this one, Bitcoin security. So it's more argumentation about the false myths, which are really widespread, and they created some minimal answers to the most answered questions by skeptic people. And yeah, you can find some position to work in this organization, which yeah, they basically do what I'm studying here now: how to build prototypes, write tests, develop production code, develop performance benchmarks, create simulations, how to gain consensus on change. So it's talking about Bitcoin OpTech. Yeah, so it's interesting that there's a community which works on this, which gives work to people. Therefore, I'm not just interested in contributing. I'm sure that I will be able to find a way to work with this. So it's not a pure interest. It's not just a passion. So there's this other website I discovered, which it's a really useful source about really tiny details about Bitcoin OpTechs. There's a lot of it's in this case we have a list of topics ordered in an alphabetical way. You can find definitions and informations about really many topics. Some of them are really tiny topics, some of them are bigger, and yeah, like description about some specific BIP. Yeah, I found it really useful, especially when trying to approach documentations like these, which maybe will require me to understand some nuances about the protocols and the operations. Okay. Let's have a quick search. So let's see which is a good distribution for our needs. Okay, enable Ubuntu Pro and get 10 years of free security updates. Interesting. Didn't know about this. Well, so I imagine I will just go with Debian. Nice. Therefore, let me go to my GCP console. All right. Okay. Therefore, let me check if there's any sensible information here. Okay, so I created a project in my Google Cloud console. Nice. So I go to this project. Let's see the billing, because I will need maybe. Okay, billing account, yeah. Wait, maybe I can just do this. Oh yeah. So okay. Hmm. Okay, sorry for the waiting. Payments profile, individual, yeah. Let me see one thing. Oh yeah, I have to add it. But configuring some paying things here. So let me see how I can manage it in the best way. Okay, found it. So once you give your credit card to Google, they will allow you to use as much machine as possible. Wait a second. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so I have the project. Now I want to add the billing account from this account. see. Oh, okay. So I need to find my details. Okay, still managing the cards details. Okay, we're all set up, I think. Okay, so we can get back. You can see my screen. What describes your organization needs? Helping clients to risk? No. Other. Education. What brought you to Google Cloud? Build, test, a proof of concept. I'm not sure yet. What are you interested in doing with Google Cloud? I will use virtual machines for sure. What describes your role? Yeah, I'm more an educator in this moment. I'm educating myself. Therefore, let's go and create a virtual machine. As this is a fresh account, I need to enable the basic APIs like Compute Engine. Let's see if someone did publish something in the marketplace which allows you to have Bitcoin Core developing. So this is not what we need exactly. This is already a compiled version installed and ready to be used to run a full node, and it says with ordinal protocol support. Okay. Let's see what else do we have for Bitcoin. Yeah, nothing for developers. Looks like nothing for Bitcoin developers. Okay. We'll do our stuff by ourselves. Okay, we have the possibility to create a new instance. We set a Linux machine. Template. Oh, yeah, next time. So yeah, I don't care about the name, the region, or the zone. Yeah, general purpose. In reality, I see that this will cost $25 per month, but let's see if we with N2 it's less than $25. Wow, no more. Okay, so low cost, this is it. Let's see if we can even go with eMicro. I mean, I'm not sure if it's good to reduce, but I think we don't have high requests for anything. Bitcoin Core Dev hardware requirements. Man, this is well, I mean, maybe I will not run a full node, therefore I will not need to download the whole blockchain, but maybe I will need, in any case, to have at least 1 gig of RAM and, well, a good connection, of course, and a good chipset. I think that this can work. Yeah, I will just go with this. So, okay, let's continue with the OS, which will be Debian Linux. Let's see if we can use Ubuntu directly. What? Ubuntu. Nice. What the fuck? There are so many images. Didn't know about this. Focal Jamie and Noble. What's this shit? I will just ask the Oracle. Ubuntu Jammy Noble and what's that? Focal. What are the differences? Oh, Okay, so what the fuck? Oh yeah, focal is 20, Jaime is 22, and 24 is noble. Okay, okay. And oracular? Okay. Therefore, I will just go with LTS 24. Yeah, let's say 20 gigas. Okay. Now this increments the price to $8 per month. Networking. Let's see if we need to open some ports or something. I think not. Let's see. It's taking a long time. Yeah, man, come on. Just drop it. Yeah, I think it's just this. Short term. Just yes or no. For now, I just need this. Okay. For running a node or tests. So, well, I think that I will not really run some tests for now. I'm not sure, but I think this will be cleared here. I mean, it depends on the test, I think. Yeah, so I don't think that I really need it now. Okay, we'll take in consideration this later. Okay, so I will have a default VPC. Observability, install op agents for monitoring and logging, observing through collection flows and metrics. Security, computer engine fault, yeah. Set out the configuration VM service. Yeah, for now it looks like we have everything. So let's see if now I just launch an SSH connection to the machine and we start executing some of these steps. So the first will be installing the dependencies and the compiler. I will go for Clang. Let's see, okay. Dependencies, there are dependencies used by Bitcoin Core. You can find installation instruction in the build, MD file for your platform. Runtime and version used are both in reference to the release binaries. Nice, so the machine is ready. Let's SSH into it. Okay, authorize. Let's go. Oh shit. Can't I drag it here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh fuck. Well, I have everything here. Let's go. So let's. Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh, I don't know what happened to this. Let's just get back to normal visual. Okay, so notes, no. What do we have here for the notes? So here I should have also a cloud console. This is a persistent environment. Instead, this one, well, it's persistent until I decide to keep it alive. Well, let me see one thing. So yeah, the machine configuration is like this. Jesus, where is the disk information? Balanced persistent disk. Okay, so I will not lose the information in the machine here, but in any case, your is oval turbine. What the fuck? What the fuck is oval turbine? This is not my. Oh fuck! I don't know what's this. This is the project where I want to work. So g cloud config set project. This is the project ID I need. Authorize. Yeah, got it. Okay. Open editor. This is the part I needed. So I will use this user interface. Get access with CodeOS for the web. Yeah. Just the right amount of UI. Okay. Now in my home there's this readme which yeah says the same thing as always. Yeah, okay, so I will just delete this. I don't need it now. I will add a new file, notes.txt. Okay, so here I need to format a bit this. So it's saying sudo apt-get install automake autotools bsd main-utils clang gcc git libhostdev libhost okay lib shit. So I will need for sure to just check what these libraries are first for curiosity, then of course you have always to check what you install. So let's have a quick look at what automake is. Automake is a tool for automatically generating makefile in files compliant with the new coding standards. Automake requires the use of a new autoconf. Okay, autotools dev. So autotools, I mean, come on. Let's see this package. Update infrastructure for config files, blah blah blah. Yeah, but this is just the last update. Isn't there anything that just says what the fuck does this? What is autotools dev? Okay, so it's a utility. BSD main-utils. Okay, so other utilities, build essential. Build essential is what we call only a meta package, a package of packages. Each distant package manager may call them differently, but in essence they are packages that are almost empty, so they barely install anything by themselves. Instead, they are ways of installing whole suites of software, as they have all the required programs listed as dependencies. So by installing the meta package, you install tons of useful programs at once. Both GCC and GCC. Also some utilities like, okay. So Ccache, this is something I will use directly for what I understand. It's a compiler cache. It speeds up recompilation. Okay. Clang is the compiler which I will actually use. Front-end for programming languages C, C++, and Objective-C, blah blah blah. GCC is another compiler. It's a collection of compilers from the new project that supports various programming languages. Okay, C and C++. Git, libboostdev. Okay, how to install Boost on Ubuntu? Libboost in Bullseye. Website provides free preview portable libraries. Free peer-reviewed portable C++ source libraries. Because just a quick note, we are going to work on C and C++ software, therefore this is why we're using all these libraries for this type of environment. Provides portable facilities to query, manipulate path files and directories. Test. I'm curious about this one. Components porting. Okay. The code in facility to monitor program execution and produce error reports. Unit test framework to simplify writing test cases. Okay. Lib event. Lib event is API mechanism to execute a callback function when a specific event occurs on a file descriptor or after a timeout has been reached. Lib event notification library. Okay. Lib menu PNPC. What the fuck is this name? Mini UPnP project is to bring a free software solution to support the Internet Gateway device part of the protocol. Okay, so it's something about UPnP. Which is something about networking. UPnP router. Universal plug no. Universal plug and play. What the fuck? Okay, lib nat pmp. Okay, nat pmp files. Python bindings. Okay. Lib SQLite 3. Lib tool. Interesting one with a solid name. Provide joining short libraries for this edition. Okay. Lib ZMQ3. It gives you sockets that carry atomic messages across various transport like in-process, inter-process, TCP and multicast. Okay, so this is something which I don't want to verticalize now. Package config is a helper tool used when compiling application libraries. It helps you insert the correct compiler option. Okay, Python 3, Qtbase 5. It's a cross-platform C++ application framework. It is a widget that provides other utilities. Qt tools, Qt Wayland 5. System tab SDT dev. Okay, let's see just this last one. Okay. It gathers system information. Nice. Therefore, now I get back to this machine. Okay, it's working. I will just take it, paste it again here, and go for this. Package is not available, but it's referred to buy another package. This may mean that is missing has been source for the following package to replace it. Okay, has no installation candidate, unable to locate package Ccache, package clang has no installation candidate, unable to locate package. Okay, let's go one by one. So let's see. Okay. Man. Okay. I'm not the best at using the keyboard to do this. Okay. Nearly done. What I want to do is to go through each of these packages. So it's sudo apt-get install automake. Okay. Now we'll do it for AutoTools dev. Is already newest version, okay. So has no installation candidate. This may mean that it's only available for another source. Okay. Let's see. GCP. Okay. So this happens when you try to install a package about which apt does not have any idea. When you add software sources, you need to do an apt-get update so that your system apt database is updated with all the packages on the repositories. Let's see, I will ask this. No chat. So let's see how to solve this problem by basically adding a new source to my package manager. Okay, so this is new AI agent which I'm using lately. Wow, it's a bit slow for this prompt, but let's see if it can solve it. Okay, after a bit of googling, I found that it is in this PPA. So the risk. Okay. So you add a repository like this. Okay. So this BSD main utils. Okay, I mean, it says that BSD execution extra utils. Let's see if I can find someone which had the same output. Oh yeah. Let's see. I want exactly this package. Okay. Do release upgrade machine blah blah blah. Okay, it was solved for future readers. I looked into etc apt source list. Okay. Ma Gesù bastard. cd etc apt nano source list. What the fuck? source list is a file. No. Ubuntu source have moved to the etc app source list .d Ubuntu sources. For use deb format the source files to manage package source in the source. Okay. So what? Source list d less Ubuntu sources. Nano Ubuntu sources. US Center 1 GC archive Ubuntu. Ah, Jesus, why is not working the copy paste? Maybe there's an issue with GCP and how they set up the sources for their images. So there's why do all my system want to resolve? Let's see if I can quickly solve it with the assistance of ChatGPT. So let's exit from here. How can I set up the source for my OS? Maybe it's only sufficient to do a update. I see, this makes sense. Maybe I didn't have the list of the available packages. I see. Therefore now yes, I can do it. So it was a stupid solution, but now maybe I will remember. It already happened me. The same, but yeah. Who knows how many other times I will suffer the same. So first of all, let's go just in the root. Install okay. Oh, this will take a long time. It's more than 3 minutes. Okay, maybe now I can launch the command again in bulk after this finishes. Yeah, this was build essentials. So I will do like this. Okay. Oh, I will this and this. Okay. So now when I go here, when it finishes, I can launch all the other packages. 10 seconds. Two minutes. Okay, so yeah, this is one of those packages that recall a lot of other packages, so I will just go to recharge my snacks. Okay, so it finished that row of installing commands. Ah, Jesus Christ. Let's see how much time do we need for this. Okay, therefore now we have all the packages installed in theory. Now let's have a look at this part of the Bitcoin Core documentation, and let's see if we are missing something. Do we have system tap? Yeah. Boost. Glibc. I mean, I don't know why, but I'm confident that we already have this. Whatever. Okay, 0MQ is not here. But is optional. These are the only required. How to check glibc in my Ubuntu. So I have the 2.39. Okay, I have the sufficient version. Now let's continue. Cancel. I will remain here. Now step 2, we download the Bitcoin Core source files by git cloning the repository after forking it if you plan to push any changes later on. So for now I will not push any changes. I will not try anything for now. I will just clone it directly from the repository. Okay, so git clone https github bitcoin. Oh, let's go. So simple. But wait a second. I mean, when cloning with git a repository, if I do not specify any directory, where is it copied to? Git will create a new folder named inside the current directory. Okay, so we'll just going home. Do we have a home here, right? Yeah. I mean, for now, I don't care. I just Oh fuck. No, man. Which is the best practice when choosing the right directory to clone? So just in home projects, okay. Yeah, whatever. So I will just go to cd home. Okay, therefore I will just clone it here. Okay, to clone the repository, let's see how much time do we need. It looks like less than a minute to have it all. Well, it's taking more than a minute, but doesn't look it will take a really long time. Okay. Nice. Then now we can go to the So I got disconnected for a second. I hope we didn't lose too much. Doesn't look like that. Let's continue. Okay, so now how do we continue here? It says that we need this only if we want legacy wallet compatibility, and we're not interested in this. Now we have to compile from a tagged release branch. Yeah. Okay, so I'm having issues with the connections, therefore I will just stop the stream here and start immediately another video continuing the same.